Hi guys, Deb Acker here, back with another video. And the title of today's video, which I'm so excited to share with you, is how to stop giving unsolicited advice in your relationships. So first and foremost, we've had a lot of new subscribers here, so I want to just welcome you. I'm so grateful you are here. I'm so excited to have you here. And if you are new to this channel, make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. That being said, know you are in the right place. If you have struggled in relationships, perhaps relationships have never really worked for you, I want you to know you are in the right place. And on the flip side, if you're just wanting to dive deeper into how do I have more connected, more loving, more open, more juicy, more exciting relationships, either way, know you are in the right place. So let's talk about this idea of giving unsolicited advice in our relationships. And the first question we need to ask ourselves when we find ourselves doing this is to ask ourselves why. What does giving unsolicited advice give us? And a lot of times we get unsolicited advice because that's how we feel seen, we feel heard, we feel loved, we feel worthy, we feel like we're enough, we feel like we matter. So just get really, really honest with yourself. Now, then if you are desiring to change this, especially if you feel taken advantage of after you give this unsolicited advice, if you are desiring to change this, it's really, really important that you start to ask for permission, which can look as simply asking, your loved one the question of, would you like my advice right now, or do you just want me to listen? Would you like my advice right now, or would you just like me to listen or be here for you? And when you ask that question, then that gives you the clarity. They might just be needing a friend, right? They just might need you to listen. And so if you ask that quick question, then you've gained their permission that if they want your advice, then it feels much more open, much more safer for you to be giving your advice and not be giving advice where you at the end of the day end up feeling devalued, right? Or you feel taken advantage of. Now, if you're on the flip side of this, right, where you are receiving unsolicited advice, one of the most important things to do, especially if they are not asking your permission, is just to begin to start to set some boundaries. So when you notice them giving you unsolicited advice, can you stop them and say, you know what, hey, I actually just need you to listen right now. You know what, I am just needing a friend right now. I so appreciate that you were giving me advice, but right now I just need you to listen. I just need a friend. And when we can start to clearly communicate our boundaries, and then on the flip side, ask for permission before we start to just share the information that we are desiring free, or that we want to share freely, when we can start to do that, everything starts to shift in our relationships. And on both ends, people can feel safer. And when people feel safer, that's how you have deeper, more connected and juicier intimacy, right? That's how we can start to feel safe, and then we're more willing to share more of ourselves. Now, if you're wanting to dive in to really see clearly, maybe some of the things that you can't see clearly right now that are causing painful relationships or causing your relationships not to work for you, I would invite you to apply for my complimentary 30-minute relationship assessment. In this assessment, I will tell you the truth about what's really causing your relationship pain, and it may be some things that you have never heard before. And then from there, we'll put together a plan on how do you start to really shift this. And I'll give you any kind of tips that I can to help you, to support you with this. And of course, if it's appropriate, I'll talk to you about what it looks like for us to do more work together. So until next time, I hope you have a great rest of your afternoon, and I'll look forward to seeing you soon. Thank you so much for being here.